Hello, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to plan out every day for the rest of the week. Today is Monday, January 8th. Wow, I cannot believe it is already the 8th. I mean, in typical cheesy quote fashion, the saying that is the days are long, but the years are short. And if you're a parent, you have absolutely heard somebody say that to you, but it is also 1000% true. Sometimes the days feel like they crawl, and I haven't hit a year yet, but the time in general just feels like it's always flying. Anyways, I filmed this weekly plan with me as a video a couple of weeks ago. So if you didn't catch that video, that is me setting this up. And this week I'm going to plan out every day over the course of the week. So I haven't even ripped this off and hung it up yet. So that will be step one. And then I went ahead and added a sticky note of some things I needed to add. I'll talk about this a little bit more when we actually plan the day. And then I also need to make sure I'm prepping for my in-laws coming this weekend, getting the sheets washed, yeah, all those kinds of things. But there's a couple other changes that we need to go ahead and make. The first one is that I'm not gonna film this day in the life until tomorrow. I don't know who I thought I was, that I was gonna wake up on a Monday morning, film a daily plan with me, film a day in the life, and also mom all day. My mom, who helps a lot with my daughter, watching her while I'm working, is out of town this week. And my husband works full time, so it is just me and my little one this week. So I am gonna go ahead and move that day in the life to tomorrow. And then I'm gonna go ahead and write in the Cowboys game, which is officially scheduled for Sunday. When I filmed this plan with me, the NFL playoff schedule wasn't like finalized yet because there were still games to be played. And the truth is, I'm probably gonna watch all the games over the course of the weekend. Like, they're gonna be great playoff games, but I wanna go ahead and get the Cowboys game, which is my team, in my calendar. Okay, before we move into the daily plan, I do wanna share with you another piece of planning that I talked about a little bit in this weekly plan with me, which is my weekly to-do list. I have been doing this for, I don't know, I would say maybe a year and a half. I started it in 2022 at some point, doing it just in a notebook, just like this. In 2023, I did use a golden coil planner that had kind of a structured layout for it. They offered to send me one for free, so I decided to go ahead and give it a try. It absolutely worked for me, and I do love that company if you're looking for a really customizable, beautiful planner. But truthfully, I didn't feel like it was necessary for me to purchase when I have plenty of notebooks that will do just that. So in 2024, I'm using just a notebook for my weekly to-do list. And what I like about this is it allows me to kind of pick and choose each day what I'm going to do. Last week, I did just like work and personal on either side. This week, I'm trying something a little bit different. I think I will change the layout every week this year based on what I need that week, what's working, etc. So I have personal, just a couple of things so far. Nails is something I really would like to get to today. I normally don't like to film videos like this, like vlogs I'm okay with, like actual plan with me's or videos like this where my hands are very visible. I don't like to not have my nails painted. For the almost 6 years I've been on YouTube, I have always had my nails painted in videos. But now that I have a little one, there are some things that just don't get priority. My hair always being done in videos, not a priority. My nails always being painted, not a priority. I have a couple work things on my list, and then these are the weekly and monthly tasks. This is one of my goals. If you watched my quarterly goals video, I talked about how doing those kind of recurring weekly and monthly tasks is something that I'm really working on this year. And I may have a system for it. I'm not ready to talk about it because I'm still trying to figure out if it works for me. But these are the ones that I would like to get to this week at some point. The ones that have kind of a day that really goes with them, I put the day in parentheses, but we'll see how it goes. So that is my weekly to-do list. Let's go ahead and get today all planned out. I am just going to go ahead and do this in a notebook. I do still love my daily planning pad, and there will be days, well, there may be days this week that I use this, but there may not be. Because my mom isn't here, I don't have any real set timed things going on this week, and this is what I have left. My daily notepad. So I am saving these for the days that I absolutely need this. Yes, I could print out more. Yes, we are ordering more. Maybe by the time this video goes up, they'll be back in stock, but I don't have more than this either. So I am trying to save these for days I actually need them, and just working in a notebook on the days that I don't have a lot of timed things scheduled. So let's go ahead and write Monday at the top. This is a really smushed Paper Mate flare, and I don't know that I really want to use that today. So in terms of priority, is my morning routine, which I am in the middle of right now as we are filming this, because planning out my day is part of my morning routine. And then, well, this is a really smushed Paper Mate flare too. I tend to push down on my pens a lot. Anybody can relate? Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write this down. I will check this off when I get this uploaded to my computer, not necessarily just filming it, obviously. I can check it off because I'm filming it. So those are kind of like the morning things. I'm also going to go ahead and write workout. I have lumped workout into my morning routine, but depending on how the day goes, how naps go, etc., sometimes it gets pushed back a little bit. So I want it to be its own checkbox so that I can check off morning routine, and then when I get to my workout, I can check it off. Then I'm gonna list out the like work things. The most important thing is this. So I will talk about it more in that video, or that video will already be up by the time this video goes up. I had very good intentions to finish up my December daily, compile that all into a video, and upload it to YouTube. I have not done, as of the filming of this clip, done any more December daily videos. And I was going to try to rush through them over the weekend so I could have that full video. And then I finally like stopped to think about what is really important to me and why I was doing that. I feel like I'm gonna end up being repetitive when I do this later. Anyways, so instead of rushing through it, I'm gonna film a new intro, and that says basically exactly what I just said, and then get that video all prepped and ready to go, because that video is gonna go live later this week instead of a live, since I don't have my mom here to watch my daughter. Okay, so I need to film the new intro, and then I need to edit it, and then I need to prep it. I don't necessarily need to prep it. I have prep video on Tuesday's plan. I went ahead and like kind of rearranged my videos a little bit and put this plan with me up earlier. Originally, the December daily was gonna be Monday and the plan with me was gonna be Wednesday, but I don't know why I had it that way to begin with. All right, then in terms of these other things, I'm gonna go ahead and put them on there. I'm basically gonna put things in the order of priority. So getting that video done is number one in terms of priority, then my communication routine, then getting tomorrow's call all prepped, time sensitive, but like not time sensitive till tomorrow, and then getting the bonus done. Kind of same thing. It's time sensitive at some point, but not quite yet. So those are the work things that I'd like to get done while my little one is sleeping today. And then at the end, like the end of the day stuff, I wanna make sure that I cook dinner. I planned 2 meals this week. My goal for the month was only to plan 1 a week, but part of that is our meals kind of always end up in the air with if my mom is gonna cook, or we're gonna eat out with them or order in with them. And since they're not here, I knew we were gonna be on our own for dinners all week, at least until my in-laws get here. And so I was like, you know what, I am going to plan 2 meals this week, which means I need to get them cooked because they get here Thursday. So I need to be cooking dinner Monday and Wednesday. I don't wanna cook the day of the live, although the other meal is a crock pot meal. So maybe as part of the day in the life, I will get that into the crock pot tomorrow, and then we can have that tomorrow night. You know, I'll have it before my live, and Sam can have it whenever he wants it. And then Wednesday we can just do leftovers. Yeah, that probably will work. Okay, so dinner tonight, not the crock pot meal, and my PM routine. So there is my plan for today. Good thing I had this all still set up. This is what happens when I don't write things down. There was one other thing I wanted to get done today. Well, let me refrain. 2 other things. I wrote it here. I really want to prioritize taking walks this week. Now that it is absolutely cold outside, it is just so much of an effort to get out of the house, like bundling her up, bundling me up. It's just an effort. And so I have not been prioritizing it, and I want to make sure that we get out of the house because we don't have any other plans this week. If I don't intentionally do it, we won't leave the house, and that's not good for either of us. So that also lines up because I really need to go to Target today. There's a personal thing that I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that just over here. And then my nails. If I could get to my nails today, that would be really awesome. The walk/Target, I really do want to prioritize today, but my nails, if I would rather get this work stuff done than get my nails done. And you know, these are all like nap activities, and so it is what it is. Okay, now I'm done. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and it is time to get my day all planned out. And then once I get this planned out, then I'm going to kick off the vlog. But I wanted to get this clip filmed first. Normally, I would not have things overlap like this so that I could include the plan with me part in the vlog. But like I mentioned actually in this weekly plan with me, I am behind in January, and this happens every single year, and I need to get better about preparing for it because I'm so focused on Vlogmas in December doing vlogs and plan with me's, etc. for January, I am always behind. So there's a little bit of an overlap this time. So that vlog will actually already be up. That would have been last week's video before this daily plan with me comes out. But this clip is going to be part of the plan with me. Okay, I very much over-explained that. So yesterday was a good day. I didn't get everything done. I usually don't. I didn't anticipate getting everything done, especially since it was just me all day with Lila. But I feel pretty good about all of those check marks that I got done. And a not on this paper contact nap. So let's check off I did the communication and I did this. And so we're gonna go ahead and move this sticky note because I'm not gonna worry about prepping until closer to their visit. The little dot means I did something. Like I started to make progress on it so that I feel good about it, but I didn't actually finish it. So I didn't get to check it all off. So I did start editing the bonus while, I don't remember what I was in the middle of or why that made sense before one of these other things. And then I got this video filmed and edited, but I have not prepped it, which is fine because that was on the calendar for today. So not a big deal. Obviously, I didn't get to my nails. I was going to do it during the game. That's the other thing I forgot to write down. Last night was the championship game, and I thought I was going to do my nails during the game, and it didn't happen. So let's go ahead and flip the page and start planning for today. So we've got Tuesday at the top. That was a really, really strange D. All right, in terms of initial priorities, it is kind of the same as yesterday, but get my AM routine done. I've already started, obviously, that's why I'm at the plan step. And then I actually want to get dinner in the crock pot before I prioritize my workout because I'm gonna do like a all day kind of crock pot and then get my workout in. And then in terms of work things, oh, also I did this step yesterday, totally unplanned. I had like an extra time, like window of time. If you have ever had a little one, you know that naps are unpredictable. And we were reaching the point where like she could wake up any minute and we were reaching kind of the point where she could wake up any minute or she could still keep sleeping. It was really kind of up in the air. So I decided instead of trying to tackle something that I knew would take longer, I decided to do this step. So that feels good. Okay, work things today. I definitely need to do my communication routine. I want to prep the video. And then in terms of the other stuff here, I could also work on this. I don't know why I had these switched around. It doesn't really matter. Finish the bonus. Actually, before I do any of those things, there's one thing that I want to add to the PowerPoint for tonight's community call. Then I'm going to go ahead and put all three of these things. I don't anticipate getting to all of them. We will see. But out of all of these, edit the pod is the most time sensitive, followed by the emails, followed by the bonus. I'm not sure why I did it in this order, but the bonus itself isn't going out till next week. So, okay, so those are the work-related things. Okay, and then in terms of personal or like other to-do list things, I realized that I didn't add any of these onto my day yesterday, which was fine because I had plenty to do. This I had intended to do yesterday because I was gonna do my makeup for the video. I didn't end up doing makeup for that video. So I haven't done this. I'm not gonna do this until I do my makeup, which I have no intentions this week. Like we don't have any plans that I feel like I need to do it, but that's what that is going with. None of these things like have to get done today, but maybe we'll add a couple like just in case I need a break from work stuff or want to check something off. Running Rosie, which is the name of our Roomba, our robot vacuum. Rosie, the robot. And then I guess watering the plants. I have not been very good about remembering to water my plants, but they are still thriving, so that is positive. All right, and then at the end of the day, we have the communication call. Communication, the community, not communication. I do realize I use it abbreviated in two places meaning two different things. Here it means communication and here it means community. And then I need to get the replay up, and I've been trying new this year. This is only week 2, is sending an email also with the replay with a little bit of a recap and kind of what we talked about, etc. And then I'm gonna put nails at the very bottom. If I get to it, great. If I don't, oh well. And then PM routine. And that is what today is looking like. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Let's get to planning for the day. So some updates to our weekly plan. So these are all the things that I got done yesterday. Unfortunately, my in-laws are no longer coming to visit. There's some family stuff going on my husband's side, and I knew that was a possibility, but they officially made the decision yesterday. So they are not coming, which means I don't have to do this. So I'm getting rid of this sticky note. And it does give me a little bit more time this weekend to work on some things, which is nice. Obviously, it would have been really nice for them to visit and to see Lila, but that is where we're at. So crossing some things off. Here is how yesterday turned out. Pretty good. I mean, I added extra stuff. I ended up doing my PM routine, yay. Obviously, I didn't get to everything. I knew that was gonna be the case. Like, I'm not ever trying to necessarily get to everything. I'm also trying to be better about using the back of the notepad or the notebook. This is a very old Erin Condren notebook, but the paper is nice and thick, like, and you do not have to turn to a fresh page. So it is Wednesday. And so my plan for today is hopefully to go to my mom's. I know I said earlier, my mom is out of town, so my sister is staying at my mom's house because we have a very old cat who needs medicine twice a day, and so it is just easier for somebody to stay there and be with him and give him his medicine, and so my sister is the one who typically will do that. And so she is working from home today, and so she asked if Lila and I would come hang out, and I could work from there, and she can nap there, etc. So when we go, like in between which nap, is going to depend on how quickly I move during this nap, as well as how long she sleeps. So we will see. I'm really trying to not force myself into, like, you have to do it at this time. You have to, like, commit. It's not that serious, right? We're just going down there to hang out with my sister. So if it makes sense for us to go during this next wake window, awesome. If not, awesome. So the things I need to get through this morning is finishing my AM routine, as always, and getting in my workout, although that will probably happen one and the same today as opposed to it being separate like I explained earlier in the week. Then the couple other things that I want to do before we leave is there's a couple last minute cards. I wrote it over here. There's a couple people whose addresses I didn't have when I ordered our New Year's cards, and I need to handwrite, so I need to get those in the mail. And I would like to just get those ready so when we walk, we can drop them off. And then I really am gonna do Charlie's litter today. Charlie's litter box has been in my office because we have had like company in and out. And when we don't have company, her litter box is in our third bathroom. We call it Charlie's bathroom. It's really the guest bathroom. And then we put her litter box in the shower. But since we were expecting my in-laws, I was like, I'm not gonna move it back to have to move it back to my office. So it's just been in my office. But since they're not coming, that is a priority, is get that out of my office and back into its home. And then I also would really like, I was thinking about maybe actually getting ready today. I'm gonna answer some questions on Instagram, and I always just feel more confident when I put like a little bit of makeup on and then do this puff sponge step. So those are the things that if I can get all of those done in this first nap, then we will go to my mom's. If not, we will go in the next one. So then we have a couple errands that I want to stop on the way to my mom's. I really need to go to Trader Joe's for coffee. We pretty much have exclusively been grocery shopping at a different grocery store. And by we, I mean my husband. He has taken over grocery shopping, but coffee. I love the Trader Joe's coffee, so I want to do that. And then we need a couple things from Walgreens. So we're gonna make those two stops on the way down to my mom's. And then in terms of work stuff, once I get there, there's a couple of things. So the first one is my communication routine, as always. And then the emails, get those scheduled because they're starting to go out tomorrow. And then I want to mess with the footage, the podcast footage for the next couple of weeks. I haven't messed with linking up the audio and the video yet. And then if I get to it, the bonus, again, as always, if I don't get to this, especially because tomorrow I have more time, I'm really not stressed about that. Is there anything else? Nope, that was it from yesterday. Anything else from this list? These are the other direction. Maybe I'll try to figure out my dad's birthday. I still have a little bit of time depending on where I order from, but maybe I'll do that and then I'll go ahead and put my PM routine. So that is plan for today. Good morning. It is Thursday, January 11th, which will forever have a special day in my heart. It was the day that we tested positive. I feel like that has gotten a new connotation. It was the day that we had a positive pregnancy test, was last year on the 11th. So that's really exciting. Let's get to today's plan, which is going to look very different than I originally had planned, because I thought I was going to be kind of cramming some things into the morning, but then spending the rest of the day getting the apartment ready, and then my in-laws arriving in the afternoon, and that's obviously not happening. Here is what yesterday looked like. As always, like I said before, the little dots mean I started this, but I did not completely finish it. And then changing the litter. That was the one thing I didn't get done before we headed over to my mom's. But it was a really nice day of just hanging out with my sister, and then her dad, which not to get, that is a really weird D, but whatever. Not to get super confusing, if I have a podcast with my sister, and the first episode, which is not the greatest audio in the world, we have definitely improved that, but we explain like our entire backstory and all of our family dynamics. And so her dad, she's my half sister, was my stepdad for a while, but they have divorced. So he's not my current stepdad, but he was obviously and still is a very important person in my life. He was at my wedding, my baby shower. He is an incredible person, not the right man for my mom, but an incredible man, incredible dad to my brother and sister. Anyways, he was coming to the city for something else, so he swung by, and so he got to meet Lila yesterday, which was really fun. And he sent me the sweetest text this morning about like something about motherhood looks good on you. Like, I've always known you were going to be a great mom. It was very sweet. Okay, wow. Anyways, what was I don't even know where I was going with that. It was a nice day. That's all. Okay. But now it is Thursday, and I didn't push through some of this stuff yesterday because I knew that I had today and I have tomorrow. Originally, I wasn't planning to do anything tomorrow except hang out with them. And now I have tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow, because my husband had blocked off the entire day tomorrow to also be with them, I might be like sneak away to a coffee shop for a little bit to get some work done tomorrow, since he doesn't have any calls scheduled. So I checked off communication. I actually did this. If you watch my day in the life from last week, like the video that went up last week, it was actually Tuesday of this week, I talked about meal planning and kind of how I got that done further in advance. So let's plan for today. So as always, in the morning, we're gonna do my AM routine workout. Actually, I'm gonna put this dot up here. So AM routine. For my workout today, I am really gonna push myself to do a yoga class. In that same day in the life, I talked about kind of what I'm doing right now for working out. I just wrote AM workout instead of AM routine. Wow, y'all. This is why I should not talk and write at the same time. Anyways, I talked in that day in the life about what I'm doing in terms of workout. And if I do 5 per week, which I do plan to do my other strength class tomorrow, so I want to give my body a little bit of a break today, and so I'm doing yoga. If you've been around, I have talked before about how at-home yoga is not my favorite thing, and I'm not very good at it. But I did go through the Peloton last night and like starred, favorited, saved, that's the word I want, all of the yoga classes that have like a theme to them. So like the Broadway ones, there's Beyonce one, I feel like there was another artist I did, like artist themed or Broadway or Disney themed yogas. And so I'm hoping if it's like music I really enjoy, I will be able to power through, no pun intended, a yoga class today. And then laundry is also part of my morning routine, at least putting the laundry in, but I used to in my morning routine have switching the laundry and putting it away as part of my morning routine, but that was when I was in control of my own schedule completely. And so the timing, like I could always make sure the timing lined up, but that is obviously not the case anymore. I do regularly have to pause my morning routine depending on what Lila needs. And so even though I have put laundry in as part of my routine, I don't have the other steps. You know, I guess I could add the other steps and put them at the end. Kind of like, I talked about that in the day in the life too, about how in routinery I can move stuff to the end. Yeah, I think I might do that. Let's write that down so I don't forget, because my morning routine is going right now. So I can add in the other steps, and even if I have to move them to the end. Okay, so those are the morning things. And then work things throughout the day is communication, these Instagram stories, and then all 3 of these things. None of them are like exactly, well, the emails are kind of time sensitive. I got today and tomorrow scheduled, but I haven't scheduled the rest of them. So communication, Instagram stories, which I was going to do yesterday. I had even put on makeup and everything, and it did not get to them. Emails. I just like combined the L and the S there. Y'all, my brain is not functioning at its capacity. Mom brain is a real thing, y'all. Okay. So those are the daytime work things that I would like to get to today. The other things that were on my weekly plan were to plan the week, but I like to do that the very last day. And since I am planning to work tomorrow, I'm not going to do that today. And then the swim company research, I'm not going to write that down because I have so much other work to catch up on. I'm not going to prioritize that today. I'll get to it at some point this week. Again, I had wanted to prioritize it today so that it was done this week before my in-laws got here. They're not coming. That has shifted everything. So then in the evening, let me grab my other to-do list. So I did make it to Trader Joe's yesterday. I added some things on this list and I did my dad's birthday. I checked this off yesterday. Oh, I really want to do C's litter box today. Just go ahead and put this over here so it's like staring me in the face. And then the other thing I think I will write over here that I would like to do is go for a walk. It is chilly, but we can get out for a short walk. And then there's 2 errands that I would like to run that are both kind of the same direction, is drop some books off at the library. Originally I wanted to like go in and kind of like look at the children's books and whatnot, but I think maybe this week is not the week for that, between the weather and my mom being gone, and then I need to run by the bank. So that hopefully could happen at some point today. And then I don't think I'm gonna put any of these other like little to-do list items on today because that's already a lot. So we'll just add my PM routine and call it a day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Friday. You may be able to hear the space heater in the background because it is freaking cold outside and therefore freezing in here. It's also way later than I typically like to plan out my day, but we had a little bit of a rough night last night. And so during her first nap, I decided to take my own nap instead of get my day started. And so starting a little bit later than planned, but I'm still gonna go ahead and make a plan. If I was just planning out Friday, I would probably just like try and use the space here on the bottom. But I think what I'm gonna do is actually just kind of make a plan for the whole weekend. So not only is it cold today and snowing, it is supposed to continue to snow and be cold tomorrow. And then the temperatures are really supposed to drop. So we are likely not leaving the house for a while. Well, not leaving the house with our baby. Maybe one of us will leave the house every now and then, but we are not planning to leave with her. So I am going to just make a general plan for the weekend. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start by drawing a line down the middle. I don't typically measure this. I just kind of eyeball it. Like, just, it's not that serious. I do want to use a ruler. Cindy is amazing when she does like freehands lines. I will use a ruler, but I will eyeball where I'm at in the middle. And then, all right, I'm gonna count, let's be honest. You would think at this point I wouldn't have to count and I would like know exactly how many lines there are. Okay, so there's 28 lines. So I'm gonna do more in the middle because the top and the bottom, like just from a visual standpoint. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm gonna draw a line on both sides and I'll explain what I'm gonna do in a second with my little 6 sections here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So on one side, I am going to do, I'm trying to decide which side I want to do which thing. On this side, I'm going to do the days. So I'm going to do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'm going to do any things that are specific to those days. I'm going to start by putting my AM and PM routine. I was trying to decide if I want to do it at the top and at the bottom, but no, I think I'm just going to do it like this. So AM routine and PM routine. Okay, it doesn't matter. AM routine and PM routine, AM routine and PM routine. And I actually think, well, that might be the only, so far right now, like that I'm thinking about it, the only things that are like day specific. Like the rest of today, I don't have anything that absolutely has to get done today. And then Saturday and Sunday, kind of the same thing. I mean, we had no plans since my in-laws were supposed to be here. So we will probably just snuggle up and I guess I can write the NFL, watch the playoffs both days. But I wanted to be able to have my routines for each day. I have been leaning in more a little bit to doing at least some of my morning routine on the weekends. I used to not worry about it at all, but now it's kind of, because my weekdays are not always just work focus, my weekends, like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't feel like I need to take the entire weekend day off of my like routines, etc., because I have more like relaxing time during the week, if that makes sense. Okay, so then on these sections, I guess I'll start down here. I'm gonna do work. There's just a couple work-related things, like little work-related things I'd like to get to. If I don't get to them, I don't get to them. It's not the end of the world, but I would like to do a couple of things. So I'm doing work, home, and personal. So in terms of work, I am actually gonna upload Plan With Me footage from this exact video. So as soon as this is over, I will get this uploaded for my editor and get to check that off. And then I'm gonna write plan next week under work, because it's really more of like a work plan rather than like all like personal stuff. And it's a sticky note on my Kanban board. So these are the remaining 2 sticky notes left on my work Kanban board for the week, is getting the footage done, getting this video done, and then planning next week. So that will feel good with work. There may be a couple other things I throw on here now that we don't have plans, just kind of getting ahead on things, but I haven't quite decided that yet. And then also, I guess I never really talked about yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty good day. I got a lot of things done. One of the things I will say, oh, I need to add this to work, is break it down further. Like I finally realized, you know, for however many days I had marked that I was making progress on these things, but I wasn't actually finishing them. So then I was like, well, let me break them down so that even if I don't finish them, I actually can acknowledge the progress that I'm making on them. So like for the emails, there were 4 emails to schedule. For the podcast footage, there were 3 more episodes to do. And then for the bonus, I broke it all down. Now, the irony, of course, is that I got it all done yesterday. But if I'd been doing this all week, I would have had other check marks earlier in the weeks as opposed to these little just dots. But I just wanted to share that with you and comment on it. So the things I didn't get to yesterday were these household things that I will definitely be adding. And then I do need to add Instagram stories, and there's an Instagram post that I want to get up. Those are 2 other workout things, or 2 other work things. Wow, guys, my brain. Instagram stories and Instagram post. And those might happen today, and they may not. Like I said, I'm a little tired today, even though I did take a nap this morning. Okay, personal, I do want to get one more workout in for the strength program that I am doing this month. I am not going to do that today for sure, but I'm not sure if I want to do that Saturday or Sunday, so I'm just putting it under personal. The home, let me at least start with the 2 things that I did not do yesterday. So Charlie's litter box, I really, like, get to that one today, like, get it out of your office. And then putting the pack and play away. I also was putting off that step. Okay, let's see here in terms of other stuff. I may not worry about the floors this weekend. Like it's, again, we're gonna do this for company. It's really not that big of a deal. I do want to get my bathroom cleaned. One of the things Sam and I split in terms of household things is cleaning. Instead of it being all on one person or all on the other, or we decided that paying someone to clean our house was not a financial priority right now, we actually just split it up. So I have certain parts of the house, which include my bathroom, and then he has the other 2 bathrooms and some other parts of the house. But this is the one piece that I really want to get to today. And then the humidifier, I could do that this weekend. Those are kind of the home things. I'm afraid I'm going to spell this wrong if I try and talk and write at the same time. Okay, and then in terms of some other personal things, I'm just going to go and write them down because who knows? Like office closet, I'm throwing under home. That's like the only piece of my office that's still kind of a disaster, and I've just been putting it off. And then there's actually stuff like in my office that needs to go in the closet, etc. And then this is just making an appointment for my eyebrows. So that's easy to do. And then December daily journal, I might do some of that. And then the swim company, figuring out some lessons for my little one. That's on my goals list. I really want to get that done this weekend. Okay, I think that is it in terms of my plans. Again, some things might pop up. I might end up adding some things, but this feels good heading into the weekend. And that is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, if you enjoyed this type of Plan With Me video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Now with my mom,
Since pausing daily stoic.
Thank you. Thank you, Regina.